Hi runners and other like-minded people. So today you join me in Brighton. We finally made it after about a 3-hour journey and due to a bit of traffic. And we've had quite a hectic day, to be honest, because we've been doing a lot of stuff and getting ready, and it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening, and I didn't have time for a run. It's too late for that, and I honestly do not have the energy. So I've just gone out for a little walk instead, because there was this like little hill next door to it. I'll show a better picture up on the screen now. And yeah, we just thought we'd have a little wander up. So today, the theme of today's video is how to record and log your runs and activities, because yeah, there are loads and loads of different ways, and it's often quite misleading as to what you really need to get, because you have all these different watches, these different apps, and it's very difficult if you're new to the whole running thing. It's very difficult to know what you actually need to get. So today I'm just going to be going over a few different simple watches and apps which you can use all the way up from beginner level up to you that are into your ultras, which is going to last a bit longer. I'll leave links to certain various things in the description of this video, and I'll put some things, examples up on the screen if I forget to mention them. With the simple stuff. Let's start with your running apps. So obviously we have apps which can log your stuff and the ones that can record it. Now let's start with the ones that can record it. So we have one which does both, which is Strava. That has a recording thing, and you can record your runs and that, and you go out and it uses GPS logging, and you can go around and run on that. There was one other which I cannot remember for the life of me, and I'll put all the examples up on the screen now. So basically how these all work is they either work by a sensor which is actually built into the phone, or it can work through a GPS. It locks onto GPS, obviously not as advanced as the watch, but it gives you a pretty good rough idea as to what you're actually running per K, per mile, in old money there. And yeah, it's a really good place to start. That's how I started off. And you can either put them in a pouch, or you can put it out on your arm. It's really going to give you a really good indication of as to how far you're running and at what speed. Onto watches. I'm going to start with the more basic watches and kind of work my way up to the more advanced piece of equipment which you can get. So you have where I started my first running. Obviously you can start very, very simple, of a pedometer watch, or a like one which you can put on your belt, or a little stopwatch just to record time. That's a very effective way. If you've got a mapped out course and you could maybe go onto Google Maps or whatever, and you plot out a route, which you can do on Google Maps, you could actually use that and then go, well, that was a steep hill with a lovely view, by the way, if you haven't already seen. And anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so you have your route, you plan it out on maybe Google Maps, which is free. You can get it on pretty much every single phone and online. And if you know your route, then you can run that and just stopwatch it, and then from that you can obviously, when you get home, work out your pace and time. And now getting a little bit better, you have maybe one of the TomTom running watches. That was my first proper running watch, which used GPS. It doesn't use any GLONASS technology of the military satellites. It's just your basic one. It locks onto one satellite and gives you a map reference, and it shows you your route which you ran, and it gives you paces, time. Yeah, I'll put the watch I had up on the screen, and I know that one works, so I recommend that for you guys, because that was a good place for me to start and it worked for me, so I have no reason why it wouldn't work for you too. And yeah, it gives you everything you want. You can link heart rate monitors to it, but I don't think it actually has like a optical one on the back. but that's just something which you want later down the line, and you can add that to your list of things to get if that's the type of thing you want. And so now onto the watches that are more sort of intermediate to advanced runners, when you know you're really getting into it and you start to get into your stats a little bit more. You can start to look at maybe some of the Garmin watches, which is probably one of the best brands on the market for the whole running watch thing, and I think that's a really good place for you to start if you're really starting to get into it. When I transferred over, I got my TomTom watch, and then I changed over to a Garmin watch. I got the Garmin Forerunner 235, I think it was called, and that had a optical sensor on the back, which I'll leave a picture or a little video up on the screen now to show you what that's like. And that was really a really good place for me to sort of upgrade and to see if the stats was really something for me. It's all personal preference really, but it's honestly a really good watch. So that's another recommendation for you guys out there. So yeah, go check that out as well. Okay, so now getting a little bit more serious into your running. You have something maybe like the Garmin Forerunner 935 on the Garmin Forerunner 945. They are upmarket watches, and I have the Garmin Forerunner 935, which has routing on it, so as it navigates, it gives you a basic line on the screen, and it basically shows you the direction which you need to run, which gives you a basic sense of navigation and bearing for you to be able to make your way around. Obviously it does take an element of common sense, that setting, but yeah, I have no problems with it, and as long as you're looking where you're going, you shouldn't really have any issues with using that at all. You can obviously change to the Forerunner 945, which has the mapping thing again, but it gives you a detailed map with colours, so it gives you a proper detailed map. It's going to help you navigate, and if you're in towns and cities, it will show the buildings and make it that little bit easier to make your way around. Now if you're absolutely flush for money, you may want to look at something maybe like the Fenix line of watches. You have the Fenix 5, and obviously they have different numbers of watches. The Fenix 5 is like the Forerunner 935, but with a few extra stats, and it's in a metal casing instead of like your plastic. But so it's a little bit heavier, but the battery life is a lot better on it, and I believe some of the Fenix watches now have a solar panel within the screen, so if you're out on your ultras, that watch is really going to keep the battery topped up. I wouldn't say you need all of those stats. It's kind of more of a want, and I wouldn't say unnecessary, but it's obviously a personal thing, and if you have the money for that, then go ahead. But I wouldn't say it's something which, if you're a beginner runner out there, you're definitely not going to need that, and there's no need. Even when you get to an advanced runner, there's no need why you would really need to go to that extreme of getting all of that stuff, unless you're an ultra runner, of course, and then it will serve you quite a big benefit. So let me know down in the comments, what is your running watch? Do you use a running watch? Do you use a running app? It's totally up to you, but just let me know down in the comments and we can have a little chat about it. So I think that will conclude today's video. So thank you very much everyone for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, share with your friends and family and anyone that you think would enjoy my videos. Please check out my Instagram, my Facebook and my Twitter page, and also my Strava as well. The links to them are all in the description section below, and the names will be on the screen somewhere throughout this video. So, and most important above all of that, don't forget to keep running.